Good morning. We're just about to leave on Fraser and Helen's bike tour. Very excited, a little bit nervous, but in a good way, mostly excited. This is the start of the adventure. Okay, managed to get everything in one pannier. Now I have to carry it down the road and it's quite heavy. But small sacrifice to pay for an awesome holiday. Good to get go.
Motorbiking, 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 motorcycling, moving on the Queen's Highway, looking like a streak of lightning. If you gotta go motorbike riding. Listen to me and I'll tell you no lie. Too fast to live, too young to die. I bought a new machine today and say it take your breath away. Motorbiking, 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 motorcycling, moving on the Queen's Highway, looking like a streak of lightning. Baby, won't you come with me? I'll take you where you wanna be.
Good morning. We've just woken up on Saturday morning on the ferry. We had a lovely night last night, good few drinks, kind of passed out with the Stugaron tablets. We had an incident during the night. Fraser rolled over in his sleep, got really confused as to where he was and elbowed me right in the eye, so tender. Other than that, a very pleasant sleep, and we're just getting up and we're going for breakfast, and then we are hitting the road in Holland.
off the ferry and we're now in Holland someplace. We've just done about a good 60 miles into our journey. It's a motorway day to day, 275 miles to do. So it was keep to the motorways, but it's a beautiful day here in Holland. Very pleasant, 22 degrees. It was just great getting off the ferry. It just felt really nice to be back here. It was really quite like coming home in a way, wasn't it? It's very nice. Just very nice coming off the ferry. Just hitting the road. Very nice chunk of journey done into Amiens. I think I'm rambling now, so we'll pick up in a wee while. Thank you. Over and out.
Hello. We have stopped at a service station, second service station of the day, for a little wee stop and water drinking session. Been good. I don't know how many miles we've done, probably definitely over 100, maybe 120, 130, maybe a bit more. Just straight down the motorway. Bike has been going very well. Fraser's been driving very well. And that is all I have to say.
You're just a head rising above a box there. Arrived in Amiens after a very wet run down the road. Wasn't quite what we had in mind or hoped for, but we're okay. We just arrived in this lovely little B&B here. It's a very nice white room. We're just going to explore the ancient city of Amiens now.
Below. It's down on the street and it's trying hard to force the flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement, my weekends at an all-time low. Cause she's hoping to score, so I can't see her letting him go. Walk out of her heart, walk out of her mind. Oh, not her. She's so swishy in her satin and tan. In her black gold and liberty.
Well, that's us left at Amiens now, and it's raining again. We just stopped someplace, a French town called Gazelle, and we're loving the rain, but at least we're off the motorways and keeping it a bit drier. You happy? Yeah. So we're on a road to Mont Saint-Michel. There's a wee bit of blue sky behind us, so hopefully that'll continue. And it's okay though, it's all part of the fun of biking.
Well, the rain exploded with a mighty crash as we fell into the sun. And the first one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. Band on the run, band
stopped at this village for some coffee and some coconut cake. Had a really good run this morning. A little bit wet at times. I've never seen thunderclouds like that before in my life. We were at quite a bit of flat road and all you could see was miles and miles ahead of us in every direction with giant thunderclouds. So I'm quite surprised we actually haven't seen any lightning yet. But it made for a very atmospheric run. But the bike's going well, making good progress. Past some very cute little villages, gorgeous castles, a couple of chateaux. One in particular that I am going to come back and buy when I'm a millionaire. Good fun.
C'est si bon de partir n'importe où, bras dessus, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. C'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, de petits rien du tout, mais qui en disent en langue, en voyant notre mine ravie. Les passants dans la rue nous envient. C'est si bon de guetter dans ses yeux une esprit merveilleux qui donnait le frisson. C'est si bon, ces petites sensations, ça vaut mieux que millions. C'est tellement, tellement bon. C'est bon. C'est bon. Voilà, c'est bon. Les passants dans la rue, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. Quel esprit merveilleux. C'est bon. Je cherche un millionnaire avec des grands Cadillac cars, mink coats, des bijoux jusqu'au cou, tu sais.
Good morning. We have just woken up at Mont Saint-Michel. Went to visit a stunning place yesterday. It's so beautiful, it's very mystical, just rising out the sea. Didn't get there early enough to see the abbey, but we had a good wander around, so lots of people have been carried away in stretchers. I don't think it makes for good walking if you're in heels. Good night's sleep. Watched the sunset over at Mont Saint-Michel last night. It was just beautiful, so that's ticked off my bucket list. Today we're heading to La Rochelle on the coast, and the sun is out.
When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say all the things that come to you, and I wanna feel it too. On an island in the sun, we'll be playing and having fun, and it makes me feel so fine I can't control my brain.
Just stopped about 15 minutes out of La Rochelle, side of the road. With some cyclists up ahead just got tooted. And it's been a good journey so far, a couple of stops. And only one little rain shower today. Hope you can hear this right beside the road. Anything you want to say?
Just say it's been a great day's riding. That was so cheesy.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy, and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving.
till one dream appears and love is its name. And love is a stranger who'll beckon you on. Don't think of the danger, for the stranger is gone. This dream is for you, so pay the price. Make one dream come true, you only live twice.
Just a quick video diary for tonight. We're in La Rochelle. We do like La Rochelle for a very nice night here. It's much nicer than we thought it was going to be. Lots of French tourists, which is a good sign. The French come here, they like it. We like it a lot. Great vibe, nice atmosphere, nice food, great beer, good fun, nice weather. Helen's a little bit tired. And looking forward to getting up to Rocamadour tomorrow for the next leg of our big journey, our Tour de France.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Bonjour! We are en route to Rocamadour and have arrived in a little place, don't know what it's called, pounced in a boulangerie, trying desperately to find some breakfast this morning. It's taken a good 45 minutes, but found a little bread shop. Had some bread, more dry bread, lots of dry bread in this holiday. Fraser had a lovely pain au chocolat. It's been raining a little bit, it's been a wee bit sunny, it's hard to tell what the weather's going to do, but should be another good day for riding.
Quick stop for a wee break and a wee bit of water. Helen has a headache.
My own fault. I didn't drink enough water, so a little bit dehydrated. I'm fine, I've taken pills.
And it's
Just falling asleep.
It's nice weather, temperature's about 22, very pleasant, a little bit cloudy, it keeps the heat down. Cyclist going past. Tour de France, Tour de France, Tour de France. We're just heading to Rocamadour and the scenery's changing a bit, get a bit more hilly. But very picturesque. It's very nice. Here's Helen again.
Hi, I have a story.
She has a story.
Oh god, that's making me dizzy. So when we were on a quite a long straight road, there was a tractor in front of us, a really big tractor with two big giant wheels and quite a distant gap from one wheel to the next wheel. And Fraser kind of tapped me and started pointing to say, we're going under, how about we go under? And I thought, yeah, very funny, yeah. You know, had a wee joke, gave my thumbs up, riding along. And then I could see him looking, trying to work out the height, side to side. Could we get through there? I thought he was going to go through. I've never freaked out so much before on the bike.
Funny.
It wasn't funny, I was terrified.
Hello again. We have stopped outside the road on the way to Rocamadour. The sound here is incredible, all the crickets and stuff. It's amazing. And it was getting very warm now, it's 24 degrees.
26?
26 degrees. and then there's a storm forecast, possibility of thunder and lightning, so it could be quite dramatic up in the hills later on, so it could be interesting. Hear that, there's a bit of thunder in the distance. We're here in Rocamadour. It's a very nice place actually, it's quite, Helen finds it magical and mysterious.
It's a very ancient hilltop village built into the mountainside with lots of religious stories and connotations. I prayed for Fraser's soul.
But as I say, we had a fairly good trip up here. A little bit longer than planned, back roads. But it's okay. We've had a pleasant evening, a nice meal, pizza, and a couple of beers.
Molto pizza.
We're just ready for an earlyish night for our trip to the caves and to Gorge du Tarn tomorrow. Just woken up here in a bit rainy Rocamadour. It's nice and cool though, nice bit of fresh air. We're heading up to the caves, whatever they're called, Padric du Schwaf or something caves, and we're going to do some secret filming because you're not allowed to photograph or film when you're in there, so this could be interesting, could get chucked out.
Just finished a tour of the caves anyway, just about 10 miles out of Rocamadour. Absolutely magnificent. They were formed over 40 million years ago when France and Spain collided, and massive big chunk of limestone that runs through the country, and it's been eroded over the years by water. We got to go on a boat, we got to see stalagmites, stalactites, 103 metres below the Earth's surface. They were telling us that the roof is about 9 metres. It's actually quite thin in comparison to the cavern, so it's going to collapse quite soon. Soon being 1,000 years or so.
Hello, it's feeding time at the zoo. There's a monkey in its natural environment having some food. It's making a gesture which says I love you. Love you too. We stopped on the way to Gorge du Tarn after a wee trip to the caves, which we both really liked. Very interesting. Quick tour actually, they kind of hustled you around, but we've got nice and early, so we've got our own tour guide on our boat, just the two of us. We've got a great picture from that, and maybe some decent secret filming, so we'll see how that looks later on. But it's been a nice run, it's a really nice day on the road to Gorge du Tarn, where we have 2 nights, and we're going to kick back and relax.
Come on out and dance if you get the chance. We're gonna spit on the rivals. All I wanna know is how far you wanna go, fighting for survival.
So that is us here at Gorge du Tarn, just outside Millau. We just realised this is the middle point of the holiday. We're here for 2 days and then it's the road home. So, oh, what's happening there? You feeling okay?
Who, me? Feeling great.
Stretching off after the bike trip.
The fluids run back downwards again, that built up in my legs.
But it was a nice run in. Looking forward to going outside and enjoying this, the river out there, and making the most of this very nice hotel.
Good morning. Looking up in the beautiful Gorge du Tarn. The sun is shining through the valley. It's absolutely stunning. We had a lovely night last night, went out for dinner, played some pool, played about 5 games of pool, wasn't quitting till I won a game, didn't win a game. This morning we're going canoeing. I'm sure it'll be fine. I had nightmares all night about it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. The water looks really gentle. We're doing about 8 kilometres of canoeing, I believe. We get a little rafty thing and we can just take our time up the river. I'm sure there are no 100-foot drops.
So back in from the canoeing down the Gorge du Tarn. Beautiful day today for it, but maybe a bit longer than we anticipated.
We did 4 hours, 4 solid hours, a few stops, but quite solid canoeing. It was quite hard going. A few rapids, a few hilarious moments stuck on rocks, a few cut fingers, but it was good fun. We will ache tomorrow.
Sweating, it was exhausting, soaking wet, but good fun. We'll look back and laugh about it.
Once the bruises have healed.
Yes, okay. Well done.
Well done, you. Talking of bruises, here's your arm.
Yeah. Skimming stone accident.
Good morning. We have woken up this morning in beautiful Gorge du Tarn. Not as sunny today, a bit cloudy. Forecast says a lot of rain, a lot of thunder. Could be an interesting ride. We're quite achy today. Both of us just woke up and went, ow, ow, ow. Everything hurts, back, shoulders, legs. Oh, yes, need to stretch off. Sore. That's after all of our paddling. I had a very tasty breakfast, €20 a pop. So we stocked up on as much food that we could possibly fit in our tummies, and we're good to get going to Lyon, the stomach of France.
Just made a quick stop for some fuel on our road to Lyon. It's getting a bit wet again, and there's this massive clap of thunder a second ago, so it could be an interesting run up. Still got good waterproof gear, so just take it easy, and we're going to be there in about 100 miles or so. Thunder again. Oh, could be exciting.
Summer evening on the Champs-Élysées, a secret rendezvous they planned for days. A sea of faces in a crowded cafe, the sound of laughter as the music plays. the night they met was warm with laughter. Her words were music as she turned away. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight, but Jean-Claude Louise Marie will never be.
So we just arrived in Lyon. The thunderstorms that were predicted earlier didn't come to much. I think we've doubled in temperature now. We're just going to have to cool off before we head back out and see what Lyon has to offer.
Each cigarette will light 1,000 faces. Shower the past seemed like 1,000 years. Midnight was turning into empty spaces. The sound of laughter disappeared. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight. Oh, but Jean-Claude Louise Marie will never be.
Bonsoir. We have just arrived back at the hotel, the Mama Hotel. After a night out in Lyon, we went to a lovely restaurant that Fraser found. I think it featured on TV, called Le Sud. We had a lovely dinner there, 2 courses, kind of French but with a bit of a Moroccan twist in it. Really lovely food. Lyon was very beautiful. We only saw a bit of it. Saw a church which was kind of covered in scaffolding, and a bit of the old town, and the main square was full of people watching the France-Germany game. Unfortunately, France lost. We had a nice walk back along the riverside, and we're back to the Mama Hotel. We have an iMac for a TV. We have ringed lights around the bed. We have a giant mirror, a bit too giant. We have masks.
Let's go and rob a bank.
That's it.
And good morning. It's Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Saturday morning. We're just about to head down to breakfast at Mama Shelter, which is our hotel here in Lyon. We had a decent night last night in the town centre. It was very busy because France was playing Germany, so it was good atmosphere and no trouble, despite hundreds of riot police. But the hotel, we like the hotel, but for some reason the air conditioning, it's not done it yet. It did it all night long. Every 10 minutes made this really loud buzzing noise, so that had to go off. So we had a hot sleep anyway. So hopefully breakfast will be great, and then we'll hit the road. It says it's 29 degrees here in Lyon at the moment, so it's going to be quite toasty.
So today is all about the motorway experiences. First one being going through the Piage pay thing, getting a ticket, but we didn't get a ticket, so we got stuck on the motorbike, and there was about 10 lanes of traffic, and the cars were flowing really fast, and I had to actually get out and walk across some of those lanes, risking life and limb to get us a ticket, which took about 10 minutes. Experience number 1. Experience number 2, I've been all around France, and this is the first time I've had the hole in the floor toilet experience. All the electronic, flushes, little sensors and everything to keep it clean. All that hassle, why don't they just put a seat on it? France, get your act together.
2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. My radio through the night.
That is our second fuel stop of today. It's a big motorway day today, so we've got a fair bit of miles to get to our chateau, just outside of Fontainebleau, which is near Paris, and Helen's away for a pee. So lots of nice service stations today. It's a little bit boring, but at least it's dry and fairly sunny. Glad to get out of Lyon. It's a bit heavy with traffic, so it's quite nice just to get on the road. But Sat-Nav's been doing a great job, especially coming into Lyon. It was just 6 lanes of madness. Sat-Nav did a great job. It's great to have it Bluetooth into my helmet. So anyway, rambling and looking forward to our chateau. What's wrong? You don't want your hair in a video like that? Mm-hmm. Okay, won't put it in the video then. It won't appear. Well, that's just arrived at the chateau here in
near Fontainebleau.
Near Fontainebleau, Chateau of Buron. And it's very nice, very chateau-like, just what you expect. And we'll just go outside now. It's a nice night. Take some pictures and stuff, and find some place for dinner.
Mm-hmm. It's a family-owned chateau by a very friendly family. I may have broken one of their 17th century tables.
Straight in the door. Anyway.
The count was very happy.
Anyway.
We have 2 sinks. We show the camera our sinks.
Okay, cut to sink. Hope you liked the picture of the sink. Anything else you'd like to add?
We're here in Fontainebleau. I can't do it. Good morning. We've woken up in the Chateau de Buron and just been for a lovely breakfast. It's very quiet outside. I'm scared to touch anything.
It's a bit wet today as well, but that's okay.
It's a beautiful place.
Very nice.
Breakfast overlooking the lawn. I've already got ideas for when we take this place over, what we could do with it. Masquerade balls on the lawn, classical concerts.
So you had a nice sleep here actually, good decent sleep. Nice and quiet place. We're just getting ready to get back on the road and head to Moet and Chandon, house of. It's in Epernay. It's a wee tour we've got booked before we go off to the next B&B, so looking forward to that. Mwah.
When nights are getting colder and we are growing older, we'll just go on. I'll be so good to you, the one to tell your troubles to, now and forever, dear. No more sorrow, no more fear. Light up my eyes, just call my name and I'll be right by your side. You're not to blame and there is nothing to hide. Just you and me for all the world to see. Light up my eyes, I'll be right by your side. You're not to blame and there is nothing to hide. Please call me. Just you and me for all the world to see.
We went to visit the Moet and Chandon cellars and had a tour and a glass of taste, which was lovely. Really interesting. They have 28 kilometres in length of cellars, and we learned about the whole champagne process, the fermentation process, producing the alcohol and the carbon dioxide that stays as bubbles. Then we learned about how they rest it and turn it for years, so all the sediment actually from the dead yeast comes to the bottom of the neck of the bottle, and then they dip it in minus 28 degrees centigrade, just the neck of the bottle, so it freezes and it forms an ice cube. Then they wheat the top off, pop out the ice cube, well the pressure pops it out, wheat the top back on, and there you go, you've got champagne. Really interesting. Cheers. Oh my god, that smells amazing. I don't know what they're cooking down there, but if that's veal, I want it. That smells so good. We've arrived in the Coucher de Chateau, a little B&B. It's kind of like somebody's family home, and we've got a wee room, which is very nice, quite modern, kind of quite, might want to span the room, quirky, but Art Deco. I think Louise would like it very much. Yeah, very nice. Just had to navigate a toilet system, buttons at the side, took a while. Looking forward to dinner, getting 3 courses cooked for us tonight.
Good morning. We've just left our B&B at Coucher de Chateau, and we had a very pleasant evening with a lovely French couple who looked after us very well, gave us dinner,
Death by tiramisu.
a huge bit of tiramisu, but it was very nice. And we just stopped here for some air and just heading, literally air for the tyres, and heading up the road to Bruges. And the forecast said it was going to be a bit cloudy and cool, like 18 degrees or something, so I put all the linings back in my suit, and I'm roasting. It's like 24 at half 10 in the morning. So get on the road up to Bruges, and for going forward to maybe an odd beer in Bruges.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
So we arrived safely in Bruges for a 2-night stay here at the Gallery Dasman B&B. Very quickie, good fun, lady was lovely. Gave Helen chocolates on arrival, so she's got a new best friend.
Chocolate on arrival. First thing she said is, I'll take you to your room. Oh, hold on. No, wait a minute. First chocolate. Oh my god.
She's happy. So we're getting ready to go out, a couple of beers, and explore a bit of Bruges. We've got 2 nights here, so we'll have a quietish night tonight and explore the town tomorrow. So glad to get here despite this one-way system and many road closures, which proved to be a total pain in the arse. But anyway, we made it, and more later. Hey.
She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Good morning, welcome to Belgium. We are in Bruges. We had a lovely night last night. Went to Cambrinas for dinner, drank quite a little beer. Fraser drank quite a lot of beer. Quite an amusing walk home. I popped into a chocolate shop to satisfy my chocolate urge and came out to find Fraser gone. So I looked one street, I looked the other street, I looked the next street, I looked inside the shop again, I looked the next street, I looked the next street. I eventually phoned him and found out he had been whisked away by some gentleman in a ancient medieval style costume who was wanting him to pose for photographs or portraits. So I think I called at the right time. So I made sure not to let go of Fraser's arm all the way home as he daundered about Bruges in a slightly tipsy, beery state. It's quite funny. And just had the breakfast of kings downstairs. Pancakes and Nutella and gorgeous bread and muffins and cereal and fruit and orange juice and Fraser had scrambled eggs and ham and there was cheese. Oh my god. So today we are going to a brewery and chocolate and beer and chocolate and beer and chocolate, beer and chocolate, beer and chocolate, beer and chocolate, beer and chocolate.
Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour. 1 million de roses n'embaumerait pas autant. Maintenant une seule fleur dans mes entourages me rend malade. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume. Je ne suis pas fière de sa vie qui veut me tuer. C'est magnifique être sympathique, mais je ne le connais jamais. Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier, puis je fume.
We're just getting ready to go away, collect the bike and head off to the ferry, and it's pissing down outside, so it's just great. But we've got all the good gear, so we'll keep nice and dry and warm on the way up. Just 3 hours and then we'll be at the ferry, a couple stops in between. And we've enjoyed our time in Bruges. Got a bit messy, a few beers, but good fun. And anyway, we'll catch up later on with some more updates as we proceed to leave Europe. Finally, we made it to the ferry in possibly the worst weather we've ever ridden in before. Extremely windy, extremely wet, and just wild road, wild other drivers as well. But we made it anyway, and we're here in our lovely Commodore cabin. Helen's just had a shower, she's about to come out.
Okay, we've arrived in the Commodore cabin after what was about 3 hours of the wettest, windiest riding ever. We must have done about 15 minutes of solid filtering. I just saw the traffic come to a halt and I thought, uh-oh, he's going to filter, and he started filtering. He did an amazing job. We must have filtered, but we only had one horn toot. Yeah, it was quite impressive filtering. I just sat in the back going, not looking, oh God, not looking. Oh God, there's not enough room, not looking. But we got here in our Commodore cabin, which we have proceeded to make very messy by gear lying drying everywhere. So it's the morning after the night before. Very choppy sea, moderate to rough as described by the captain. Within about an hour and a half, 2 hours of getting on the boat, the entire contents of my stomach decided to join us for the trip. So I must have been sick several times throughout the night and just had to lie still in the end 4 hours. So no dinner, no breakfast this morning. Everything just feels queasy, which is an unfortunate end to an otherwise wonderful trip where I was very physically healthy. But I'm never going to do a cruise. That's it, never. That I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Seasickness, you suck. This is the sound of rural France. I'm just thinking how funny it would be if you farted right now.
Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé. J'ai allumé le feu, mes chagrins, mes plaisirs. Je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours. Je repars à zéro. Non, rien de rien. Je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, car ma vie